Johnny, we're thinking we might have had to head over to Elmbridge last night in terms of the weather, but thankfully the pitches have held up due to the work last summer.
Yeah, really good this morning. Like you say, obviously load of rain last night, so I was thinking that we might have to have, well, we did have a plan B just in case we couldn't use woodies today, but it was pretty wet down there, but we managed to get on the grass and get the work in that we needed. So it's always really better to get on the grass, especially day before a game. You don't want to be on the Astro if you can help it, so it was good.
And that's really helped getting that work done on it last summer.
Yeah, a lot of work went into it, a lot of volunteers came down, didn't they, during the summer, and brilliant that they was able to do that, and it's paying off now. On days like today when probably maybe last season we've had to go elsewhere, that work's paying off. So it was good to get on the grass.
So we talk about tough games in this league. There's a real emphasis on that again this weekend. Barrow, the visitors, only 5 defeats to the name like Stockport, but we look back to that Mansfield performance, of course.
Yeah, we have to take a lot of positivity from that one, don't we? Because they came to Plough Lane having only lost twice all season. So to get the win over them was a really big win for us. Really impressive. To get over the line. It was a mad game, wasn't it? That ebbed and flowed really, but to get that last minute winner was great. So like you say, Barrow similar with their form, done really well this season. Tough team to play against. I think Pete Wild's done a really good job, I've got to say, getting them to where they are, and they've got good players as well. So we had a really tough game with them up at their place, but came away with a good point and might have been a little bit more. I think, remembering back, I think Reeves had a chance right at the end there that we could have nicked all 3 points, but it's probably fair on the day that a hard-earned point, and we know that we're going to be in for another tough game. They've only lost 5 games all season, so if we want to win this one, we're going to have to be bang at it like we was against Mansfield.
Can you give me a rundown on the injuries to Joe Lewis, Ryan Johnson and Jake Reeves? What's the latest with them?
Yeah, well, Skip Reeves, he's a bit closer. He's out on the grass today with Josh Neufville as well, doing some running and building up their sort of stuff. So we're hopeful that with them boys, it's just a matter of probably another week before hopefully they're back in training, without putting too much pressure on them and the medical team. But we're close to having them back. With Joe and Jono, it's a bit longer with the types of injuries they got. Obviously Joe with his knee and Jono with his ankle, so it's probably looking at more like 3 or 4 weeks with those guys before they're building up their rehab.
That's really encouraging with Josh, of course, as well. It's good to see him back around the building again too.
Yeah, it's a strange injury with Josh, with his back. He has days where he feels fine, and then he has other days where he's really stiff, and he had damage to I'm not a medical expert, but one of the vertebrae in his back he had damage to that needed rest. It was the only way that it could heal really. So he had to come out, and it was frustrating for him, frustrating for us, but he's pain-free. He's had, I think the latest scan showed that it's healed fully, and now it's just about building up that training load and the rehab, but he's getting really close and he's feeling really good, so it'd be great to have him back with the group.
Any other team news to report, Johnny?
Well, now obviously Huss and PK returned from their suspension, so they're available to us. So we could, apart from the boys that I spoke about there, the injury lads, they're missing out, but everyone else good to go.
Had the opportunity to speak to John Joe O'Toole, of course, getting to know him, of course, a little bit more last Saturday, and he's getting to know this group around here as well, along with the other new additions. How's that coming along? Well,
it's good. It's been good to have a clear week of training, because when you're a new player, we want to be able. Him and Josh Kelly obviously coming in quite late in the window. We want to show them what we're about, and really get them nailed down as far as understanding what we want from them and their roles as well. So to have that clear week on the training pitch has been really good, because it's going to go mad again now. I think we've got four Tuesdays out of the next 5 that we play, so we won't get a load of training in that time. So to have a clear week with those guys and see firsthand what they're about and get them used to what we're about is really good. And obviously Josh is a centre forward, that takes care of itself, but John Joe's got that versatility where he can play in a few different positions and a few different roles for us, so it's really important to have a good week training with him.
So of course on this great week as well for yourself and Terry, contracts all signed and so on. Looking forward to getting back out there tomorrow in front of Barrow.
Yeah, just can't wait for the game really. You know, when it is nice to have those clear weeks, but it sometimes feels like you ain't played for ages. So after a long trip last weekend, coming away with a good point, it's going to be great to get back home in front of our own supporters at our own place. You know, the last time we was there was the Mansfield game, and what an occasion that was. So we want more of that. And we're just buzzing for the game now.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time, Johnny.
Cheers, Rob.